Hi, welcome to another episode of Hill versus Man on Card. Let's see, am I lined up here? Sort of. So this camera doesn't tumble over. Today's episode, we're going to be opening up the Sting figure. I got this off of Amazon, actually. It's originally a KB Toys figure. So for $6.99 or $5.99 actually. Don't have my glasses on. But really cool figure. I found it on there, and somebody told me it was a rare figure. I mean, it's kind of old, but I don't know if it's like super rare because I only got it for like $10 or something like that. So I didn't even pay that much for it. But as always, I open up all my figures, and that brings me to a thing I want to bring up. Somebody asked me recently about people online opening up figures that are really expensive if it as like a wasteful thing. If this figure was like a couple $100, one thing I wouldn't have bought it, but the other thing is I wouldn't have opened it, because if I'm gonna pay that much for a figure, I'm probably not going to open it because I don't make enough money to do that. I'm not gonna pay for it. I'm not going to open it. So like this isn't a really expensive figure, so like that's why I don't think there's any problem with it. I do think there's a problem with somebody's just doing something basically to waste money, and they're trying to make a point of it. Kind of is that they're wasting money. That's not the point of this show. Like the Hill versus Man on Card is kind of a joke between me and some other collectors that I have. Like most of my friends who collect only collect Man on Card. I don't. You know, I like opening up my figures, and I also buy a lot more like already opened up loose figures. So that's that. No problem with anybody collecting one way or another. It's kind of a joke in the name. But since I come up with some friends of mine talking about it recently, they seen people doing it. I think it goes along the same lines as some people do the whole thing, like where they buy electronic devices and purposely destroy them to make videos of them and stuff like that. And it's like, really, you're paying that much money to destroy something? I mean, it's a little bit different because you're not destroying the figure, you're just opening it and stuff. But yeah, there's that out of the way. Another quick thing, get in plugs as usual. The Hill vs. Man on Card t-shirt is available. This is a prototype that screwed up. That's why it's got a little mark out on it at the bottom. Jason Wolf did the design of this really cool t-shirt, and it's available if you go to tinnyrush.blogspot.com and follow Tarzazzle's store. You can buy it. I'm also going to have some, as we're going to be, all of 10 years is going to be doing an appearance at Melbourne Tour and Comic Con October 21st. And as our guest, we're going to have a Naruto cosplayer. So you can check out her link. I would try to say her handle right now, but I'm not going to be able to do it. But I'll put it in the link of this, because this is going to go up before the convention in her big push to get people to show up. But she's very talented cosplayer, and she does Naruto cosplays, and she'll be doing photos there, and she'll have prints for sale, her own prints. Photos will be for free, prints will be for sale. I'll have a lot of free merch like buttons and stuff, but I'll have other stuff for free, like light switch covers. Not for free, I have light switch covers to pay for them. Those things aren't cheap. But I'll have buttons for free and stickers for free. But we'll also have t-shirts. And I'm going to have these here probably, this artwork. And remember, if you buy any merch from 10 Universe, of any, whether it's at an appearance or online, that half the money is going back to the artist. I always do that. So sell the stuff and donate to the artists who do a really good job. You can check out Jason Wolf's stuff on the art of Jason Wolf on Instagram. Really talented. We went for a Toy Biz kind of look to the packaging, and I really want to do future stuff with him. But let's get to this first figure that I'm doing today. And looking at this figure from the outside, it's got the classic WCW work on it. It's a Series 3 figure. I got another one from this series, I think, from these the original Toymakers, San Francisco Toymakers. I think I got enough Sting from these figures from this series. Not this series, but this line. I don't know for sure, because I got a lot of Sting figures. If you look on the back of it, got some really cool stuff on the back. Got a ring. Man, when you're a ring collector, man, you freaking stick all those. I got Hell in a Cell, and it takes up half a room. And got details about Sting on it, and this series has got Hogan, Sting, Ric Flair, Big Bubba Rogers, Alex Wright, Macho Man Randy Savage, the Giant. Then they got tag teams Hogan, Macho, Harlem Heat, Nasty Boys, and Bluebloods. There's also a Greg Pittman figure. A Greg Pittman figure. If I ever find that, I'm buying it. I want a Greg Pittman figure. It's one of those figures like, I mean, the guy was alright in the ring, but like, he was never like a star in any kind of way. So it's like, it's one of those figures where it's kind of weird that he got a figure. And not even like weird like Isaac Yankem. Yeah, he went on to be Kane and big. Or even like Shockmaster, because it was just like a symbolic thing in WCW at the time. But that's cool. So let's open this thing. Yeah, let's see. And one thing, if you're local and you do go to Melbourne Toy and Comic Con, Toys in that name for a reason. There's all really cool toy vendors there all the time. And it's like Bug-Eyed Sting. Bug-Eyed Sting. And he's got those wing things. I like these. It's almost like a cartoon looking figure. These figures and like the globes and even like the all the original ones. Like, I really enjoy this figure. I think it'll go good, and it'll go really good in my Sting collection. So like, if you want to talk about the detailing, there's detailing on his arm guards right there, and there's some gold and red. It's pretty cool. And got a sort of pseudo military shoulder pad right there, which is kind of what his whole vest is in a way. And the purple, like, it's like, I think it looks pretty cool. Like, they don't really try to match up like the artwork it's on the box like they tended to do. By the way, that's still my favorite WCW logo. I didn't hate the new ones as they went to the end, but I just thought it was simple. It worked really good. So this is an episode that had me talking about a lot of different things besides just toys. So I'm also going to talk about what I'll be doing in the future with these episodes when we look at the Sting. Woo! I can't do it woo good. Do Ric Flair. Woo! Like the fire engine from the Camp WW, which is a really funny show, by the way. But in the future, we're going to be releasing these in like a series. And I'll probably do like a number of them in a row. And like one a week. And then not do anything for a couple months. And do more. So I can get more of a focus on this, the actual series instead of jumping all over the place with different series. Now, behind the curtain sort of talk about why I'm doing this. I live in a small apartment. Like, not really, really small. I live in a lot smaller apartments. But to do setups for everything, and I'm going to try to start doing more backgrounds for everything, and making a background for each show. That takes like a setup to do. So yeah, I'm going to do a bunch of episodes probably, and then do a series like. It also depends on what figures I own. Like right now, I have like a good stack of a variety of figures to go over on the show. So that'll be fun to do, and I want to get a variety where it's not just wrestling figures, because I don't just collect wrestling figures. I collect comic book figures, any figure I find that looks really cool though. Like I bought a Benjamin Franklin one not too long ago. It was really freaking cool, and the Oakley one, it was really cool, I thought. Excuse me. So that's what we're going to be doing in the future with heel versus men on card. I'd also like if anybody has any feedback, anything different kinds of figures, because we're in the future we're going to do Legos. We're going to open up Legos and do those. May even do a stop motion build on the Legos. We're going to do miniature stuff for like toy photography. If you check out WCW Wrestling on Instagram, is our toy photography page. But like some miniatures and stuff, I wanna talk about those on here also, and how they can be incorporated into different stuff. I also want to talk about doing dioramas on here. So I tend to stretch projects beyond the original intent, and that's what here. Even though it's about unboxing and opening toys, I also want it to be about the full experience. That's why I cross promote from WCW Wrestling, the toy photography Instagram, to here, is because they're related in a lot of ways. And I might do other stuff like that. Also, check out our other YouTube shows on here. We got all our streaming video games with all the people behind 10 Universe, writers, editors, photographers, everybody are going to play games on here, and we stream them and stuff. You can see me suck at games really bad on there. And then we got a travel show we just started up, and hopefully I'll have a lot of footage for that from Melbourne Toy and Comic Con. I'm talking with a couple people about doing different YouTube shows right now. And I'll use with like our podcast and everything else. If you got an idea, but you don't want to edit it, or you don't want to pay for hosting, or you don't want to upload it because it can be a pain in the butt just to upload stuff, contact me and let me know. We can talk about it and see about putting something together and working together, because that's what I want to do with the universe. One of the biggest things, even though it's mainly my projects, is I also want to do projects that help other people out and promote other people. So on an end note, cool Sting figure. I'm really happy I got it, and it go on my wall. If it's a really expensive figure, I guess I got a really good deal on it. And also check out Arta Jason Wolf on Instagram. And then once again, it's really cool artwork that I'll have available as prints, shirts, everything else. You can get overpriced on Zazzle. By the way, if you come to an event, I'm probably going to have stuff cheaper because I might have it made locally or by independent artists. The Zazzle store is just a convenient thing to have in case somebody just wants to buy something really quick. I get very little from that, and like I said, half of that's automatically going to go to the artist, though I think I end up with the Zazzle stuff just giving it all to the artist because it's not that much. So go support the artists, go support local YouTube channels, like and subscribe to all of our channels. It's under one umbrella, so just like and subscribe, and comment. Let us know what we can do better, what we suck at. If my hair bothers you in any sort of way, besides the fact I'm thinning out and I need to shave the side, whatever. So everybody have a good day and keep buying toys. Bye.